think is causing men to grow into worthless simps, and what can women/moms do to help?
Sorry, Twitch.
Basically lazy.
Yeah, we can go ahead and kill Twitch if we. Yeah, we'll kill Twitch. Just YouTube and Rumble.
They're not becoming men that they need to be.
Yeah, why are guys simps? What should they do?
A lack of a male figure in
Penis,
their
please.
Sorry. A lack of a male figure in their life, for sure. That's important. I think children need like a mother and a father, because there's that feminine energy, the nurturing, the masculine energy, like, you know, providing an example how to be a man, how to do things, how to create, like, build things with your hands. That part is missing. So there's a lot of broken families where the father's out of the picture and the men don't like get to their fullest potential. You know, doesn't make them bad, but just makes them have to make an extra effort. So that's one big part of it. I think.
That's a very good point.
All right, what about you?
I honestly think the same. The father figure is a really big point. And I mean, sometimes people just go on in their lives reacting and not acting.
Okay.
You know?
Who hurt you?
Who hurt me?
Let's
A
get back,
couple
girl.
people, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Like everybody.
Okay.
Damn.
What about you?
I kind of agree with them, honestly. It's really the male figure, you know. You can't really learn how to be a man without seeing a man in action. And then the guys that do have fathers in their lives, they're really not the best dads. Like, you know, they're not. So, and the mamas, stop babying y'all sons. Please. Stop.
I agree.
For real.
Okay.
I agree. Question. What made you choose your guy over non-stalkers?
Well, he was a stalker though.
He
Yeah, so
was.
non-stalkers.
But he
that
was a
want-
nice stalker. He was a good stalker. No, I'm just playing. I chose him, honestly, because he was consistent. He was consistent. You know, he was just honest. He was there. I didn't have to ask him. I didn't have to constantly tell him. Some things, it was a work in progress. But for the most part, he was just honest, there, and loyal. He's never made me even question him. And I love my man.
Dre, what do you think? 24.
When you say like he was consistent, you mean like as far as like what y'all say applying pressure, like as far as like courting you and trying to get your attention or whatever?
Courting, not really. Like I said, it was a work in progress with some stuff. But he was consistent in letting me know it was me for him. You know, I never had to question that.
And this
so,
was before like y'all went on a date and y'all started seeing each other?
Yeah. Honestly, then too. Like when we first started talking, it was kind of shaky because you just met the person. But my man was
I
there.
want you now.
Well, was it okay, let me ask you this, don't lie.
Okay.
What was the gap between the last guy and him? I know.
Why you trying to get me caught up on
I
this?
know. You ain't got to answer that. Remember I talked
My
about
man
that
know.
rebound shit?
Yeah.
My man, no.
You see, he had to wait, right? He had to wait till she was vulnerable.
Wait.
No,
I can retract that answer because it was 6 months. Me and my ex-boyfriend before him, we had like broke up for 6 months. And
not
then
broke
I
up.
met him.
I'm talking about still dealing with, because you can break up. Everybody done
hell
broke up.
no.
And,
Oh, no.
okay.
I wasn't even talking to that man.
Okay.
Fuck him.
And then, so 6 months.
Fuck that nigga.
So 6 months, then after the 6 months,
I
then
met
he
him.
started hitting you up. Like every.
Literally 6 months.
All right. What about you?
You
What?
was just like celibate, like cleaning, like.
Don't
just
ask
like
my
I'm a-
business.
Huh?
She was
No,
outside.
you was just
Oh,
like going
shit.
through the motions, just like, you know, I'm not gonna date.
No,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna. I want to get myself together first.
No, yeah,
you know?
for the first 4 months, it was like that. But then I started talking to this boy I had a crush on in high school.
And it wasn't that dude.
No.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think is causing guys to grow up into simps? And what can women/moms do to help?
Well, I just want to say that I love simps.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we know
of course
that.
you do.
It's your fault. Yes. It's your fault.
The
I
same
wouldn't
way
say
we
it's
love
my
hoes.
fault, you know, but there's a lot of reasons why. But I was agreeing with the girls too, you know. I was agreeing with these ladies as well, you know.
Which is what?
the lack of a father figure,
Okay.
broken homes, and not having, you know, that right role
Why are you shaking
model.
your head?
And yeah,
Okay.
He got something to say.
He do.
what
Cool.
happened?
He
No,
don't
I was
agree.
just shaking my head. At that.
Why?
We're gonna get to him. Go ahead.
Nah, y'all finish.
He was shaking his head.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all finish. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say definitely having a father figure, but I'm gonna put that also on the women of who you choose to have a baby with.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I think that's a big thing. I was raised by a single mom, so it's one of those things I think even if you're an only child or you're raised by a single parent, it's the job of the parent. Like my mom was hard on me. I grew up with a very, I would say sometimes she's more of a dad as like harshness, more like instead of a mom in that sense. So I think it's important that single moms of sons don't baby their sons, but
Yeah.
also find someone who's a strong male figure to put in their life. Like,
Mm.
I think a lot of women that I know that raised sons felt bad, and so they overcompensated by babying their kids.
Right.
Mhm.
And the strong men that I know that were raised by single moms, their moms had them really step up, and they also made sure that they had, like, whether it was a coach or a teacher, a
Mhm.
strong male figure that they went to, and then they had that piece. So.
What's your mom's ethnic background?
She's Hispanic and Filipino.
Okay, Mexican or?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
All
like
right.
a tiger mom though. She's a tough cookie.
It's a
Would you say her disciplinarian side is what made you finish school, get a job in tech, and aspire to be successful
Oh, for sure.
versus her nurturing side?
Yeah. So like my mom, I'm the first in my family to go to college.
Okay.
So like my
Let me ask you this then:
Yeah.
do you think that fathers are better parents than mothers?
No.
For the betterment of their, well, you just literally, named-
So better as far as raising the kids or
Yeah, to be-
disciplining?
to
There's
be-
two different parts of that.
well, raising the kid to become how do I say this? A reputable member of society.
I think that's from both sides, but I think for sons specifically, like women need
Well,
that.
your mom had some masculine traits, and you ended up okay.
That's true, but I would say most people wouldn't be able to handle it. I also was the kid that like listened to like motivational tapes when I was 7 because I
Yeah.
was like, I need to change my life, and
Of course.
I was reading I wasn't reading Harry Potter. I was reading like How to Retire When You're like 40 kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm an odd I'm an anomaly, and I recognize that.
Yeah, but what I'm
But-
trying to get at here is that like the disciplinarian side is far more important to the child's overall development and becoming successful and being a contributing member to society than them being nurtured.
Mm-mm.
I make the
It's
argument
a-
that I
it's
think
a balance,
fathers are
yeah.
the more important parent than the mother, especially in adolescent years and the formative years where that child can start making serious mistakes that fuck them up.
Yeah,
For boys?
For
Or
both.
both?
for both.
For both. I've always said that strong dads keep daughters off short poles and sons out of jail.
I know of.
Well, I
I-
can see that
can
because
see
as
that
a
too.
woman, you do.
You know?
So I can
Yeah.
agree
Like
with
your
that.
father is kind of like the first line of defense. I get it. Like the
I get
mom
it.
is important, right? Especially in the baby years and
Yeah,
the child
infancy.
rearing years. But like as you become older, you get into teenage years, like fuck you, mom, blah blah blah, right? Especially with a son who's physically capable now to like bully his mom if he needs to physically.
Yeah,
It's the dad that's kind of like
Mhm.
violence gets respect, right? Like that's just what it is, right? Like the reason why we follow the law is because the police and the military have the monopoly of violence. We obey the
Consequences.
law because we know that there's going to be physical consequences and we can't necessarily overtake them. So it's the same thing with parents. If your dad can beat the shit out of you, well, you're going to more than likely comply to some degree,
yeah.
right?
I think your dad should expose you to the real world.
Yeah.
He'd give you that taste of what the real world really is.
And there was a study, Raul Tomasi talks about it in his book, shout out to him, that single fathers actually do better with producing children that don't become criminals and degenerates, etc. when they compare them to single mothers. But
That's lots.
No, that's true. I've done time before, and most of the guys in there didn't have their fathers. That's like a
Oh,
fact.
yeah.
yeah.
So
I would say, I guess I partially agree with you because I hear more people have daddy issues than mommy issues. So I think that's a good way to put your argument.
Yeah. I mean, you
Mommy-
might have some, don't get it twisted. Like you might end up with some like maybe some attachment issues or whatever when you don't
Oh,
have a
for
mom.
sure.
But what I'm saying is that you at least like with the father, he'll at least tell you what's right and wrong and tell you like how to not be a fuck up.
Yeah.
yeah.
You
But
know?
she did mention having a strong male figure with the mom, so that's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just found it interesting that your mom it displayed masculine traits and that led to you becoming successful and getting into tech.
Yeah. She's an interesting
And you got
one
into
too,
a male dominated field too.
Yes, I'm usually like the only woman in a meeting or anything like that. But my
Okay.
mom is also like hyper feminine, which is the interesting part.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Just not with you, I guess. All right. What about you? What do you think will keep guys, or why do you think guys are simps nowadays, and what can women/moms do to help?
First off, I don't think guys are simps nowadays.
Yeah,
I think
so you don't.
guys have probably been simping since any time.
Well, let me ask you this
So
question. Then.
Nowadays, you lost.
Hold
me.
on. Define simp real fast. In your terms, what do you think a simp is?
I never really thought about the term simp till it was like posed to me from other people. So
Okay.
it's like somebody who like gives up a lot to like care for a girl over anything. Okay, so simp, right? It's
Yeah.
it's like a word that stands for something.
Right.
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
I do, but I'm asking what your definition is.
So you
I'm
don't-
not sure exactly the acronym, is it?
No, but you were going well.
Okay, so like I'm gonna just not define it by the letters.
Don't
but
worry
it's
about
a
the
guy
acronym.
who
Don't worry
did-
about the acronym. It's what does it mean to you?
Yeah.
It's like a guy, a person who like wants to give up things to someone like more than what their life has going for them. Like they'll like just do anything for someone regardless of like anything related to them. They like give too much to
Right.
someone just to like please someone or try and get their attention.
Okay.
So you
what
don't think
I-
there's a bunch of guys that do that?
No, I do. For sure.
I think she was saying that it's always been like that. It's
you
not
said
nowadays.
like you said nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
But the question was like what makes people seem like now?
And what can mothers
So you said
do
from
that?
back in the day, it was,
yeah.
But
it was
I
like that.
think I like you said now, but I think like people have always been probably doing that in one way or another.
Mm.
I
The levels
kind of
have
disagree
changed.
with that.
Yeah.
And I'll
Okay.
tell you why. Because the problem is that, so I look at it like you're simping once it's unreciprocated.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're giving a girl time and attention
Yeah.
and she's not reciprocating and giving you something back in exchange, then you're simping because that girl doesn't like you and you're investing too much.
Okay.
So
it's just a guy who lets a woman takes advantage of.
So
Yeah.
so
and just to go further, because you said you think people avoid simping, I disagree because, right? Okay, it used to be you can give a girl flowers on the first date, and you wouldn't get punished for that. She would you'd be meeting a nice, dutiful, feminine woman that wasn't gonna be a scumbag and wouldn't dog you out.
What-
But nowadays, you can't give a girl flowers, right? Because you'd be a simp nowadays, and girls don't respect that. But back before, guys used to be traditional, and they'd give girls flowers, and it'd be okay because she would reciprocate to that nice treatment. But girls don't treat nice guys nice anymore.
when you say you wouldn't get punished for that, what do you mean like you would get punished for that?
If
Like, how
you
would
showed
you
up
get
on a first
punished?
date and gave a girl flowers in 2023, she would probably think you're a little weird. She would probably ghost you.
She just don't like
She
you.
would think you were a sucker.
That's a
Hold on.
society thing.
Sad.
No,
I
no.
mean, sometimes like it's
There's a phrase,
It's
nice guys finish last. And the
so
reason for that is
subjective.
because
If that shit worked, this would be the most booming business ever. If
Do
you
you
could just
think
give a
that
woman
that
some flowers and she could. That's
never
Yeah.
works?
bullshit.
Not
I
in
ain't never seen
American,
it
not
work.
in American culture. Like American girls don't appreciate it.
Yeah,
They're like,
I-
oh, he's too nice. Oh, it's too much. Like, oh, just he's doing too much.
Yeah. Also, it's like, what's your angle? Why are you so nice to me right now? What do you want
Yeah.
from me?
Like yeah,
Off rip.
that's maybe like harder to work with people, and like that's unfortunate that you can't like do that demonstration. But I think maybe sometimes it works if you're genuine.
rarely. And that's my point is
Yeah.
that it used to be if you went out on a date in the 1950s and you brought a girl
Yeah,
flowers
like
and you opened the
things were-
door, chivalry was respected back then. Nowadays, chivalry is punished. If you act like a gentleman to a lot of these modern day girls, they're gonna punish you for that shit. They're not gonna call you back. They're gonna use you for dinner dates. You're gonna get taken advantage of.
Yeah, like sometimes it is. Like maybe back in the day, like if you did that, like the majority of the time it would be received. And
Yes.
now in modern day, if you do that, like it's not the majority of the time it would be received. It's like the minority of the time that would be received. So like that's unfortunate. But just because it's the minority of the time that it would be received and like welcome doesn't mean that it would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
That's not the argument, but
Oh.
thank you.
I mean,
No, I'm just-
yeah,
What is
but
the
here's the thing.
argument?
Okay, if you had to spend.
Sorry, I like I'm a hopeless romantic. Like I like to imagine like that somewhere, someday, if someone gives someone flowers, like that works. Like
Yeah,
I don't
but-
wanna accept that no one can ever receive flowers and be happy. Like
Well,
like,
I get it. You
probably
can say
not,
that. You can
but-
say that because you're a woman and women can live in a
but
fantasy
don't you
world.
feel like that? Like 1%?
Okay,
in the
hold on.
whole
Let me
world
flip
today,
it. Let me
someone
flip it.
can
Hold on.
get flowers and
Let me
be
flip
happy?
it. Let me
I don't
flip
wanna
it.
think that never happens. I'm sorry.
Let me flip it. How about this? How about if I told you, all right, before every date, you're gonna have to spend $50, right? You got to pay for the dinner, and you got to spend another $20 to get the flowers, right?
Okay.
And you went out on 10 dates that week, but you knew
70. We're at 70.
no 10 dates. Yeah,
No,
70.
50,
yeah, 70. 50,
we're at
70,
we're
right?
at
You have to spend $70 per date, right? But you
Yes.
knew that of those 8 or 9 dates, or sorry, those 10 dates, 8 or 9 of the girls are not going to receive those flowers properly. Would you actually go to this extent and buy the flowers for every single one of those dates, knowing that you have a 10 to 20% probability of success?
Oh, you don't know what I
feel
would
like
do?
Anybody can answer that? Or that's for her specifically?
Yeah, I mean, would you spend the money on the flowers? knowing that your chances of
I swear
of
I
a return
I
are
feel like
slim?
that's more of a your character type of thing. It's like a genuine. If you're genuine, you want to do that, you're gonna do it. If
Okay,
you
let's
don't want to,
go
you
straight
won't.
with
I have my answer.
pragmatism and
Shit,
probability.
man.
Would you actually spend the money, realistically
Logically,
speaking?
no.
No, right?
Not for everyone.
Most of you would not.
No.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Women have the luxury of being hopeless romantics because you guys don't spend the money it costs to be a hopeless romantic.
Yeah, but
Okay, so if you do the math, 10 days, $70. How much is that?
wait, I haven't answered.
Yeah,
Okay.
she wants to give her answer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Obviously, you wouldn't do that all the time, right? But like, what if you saw somebody and you guys had a super connection? You stared into each other's eyes and you had a sparkle, and you just felt like, yo, like me and you, I feel some type of way about you. You're the one for me, and I want to bring you flowers out of anybody else,
Yeah.
right? So like, that would be the moment I'll bring somebody flowers. Obviously, you don't want to like go around all day bringing somebody
How about this? Let me
flowers,
ask you a better
but
question.
Occasionally, some people have
Let me ask you a better question.
connection, and I want to give
Do you
that
think
person flowers.
most modern day women deserve flowers on a first date? Let's keep it real.
I think anyone who finds a person who like.
Do you think
they-
most modern day women deserve flowers on a first date and will receive it properly? Yes or no?
Man, why not? Of course, everybody gets to have flowers. I'm not gonna deny anyone a flowers.
I'm talking from the
gonna
male
give you a-
perspective.
give you a- But just give them flowers. What's it cost me? Like $12 at
Not
Ralph's.
even.
Whatever.
More than
Our
that.
girl's like
No.
$20.
More than that.
Oh, $20.
No, flowers,
CVS,
flowers expensive. Rose
Walgreens,
expensive. Them shits ain't
$5,
cheap.
$9.
Go to
It's
Trader
okay.
Joe's. They're like $10.
Yeah, bro.
Trader
you're
Joe's
like,
has good flowers.
fucking
Because you-
$12 at Ralph's. Who cares? Give her like a
$10.
So-
random
Right, the more
grocery
expensive,
store
the more
You know what's funny?
expensive.
The fact that you said it's $5, right? Girls know that.
Who cares?
So I'm
if
spending
they-
$5 on flowers for you. Is it? I'm that cheap? Like they're gonna
I
look
don't
at
think
it.
that's-
This
I
this
wouldn't
nigga
matter.
broke.
It don't really
I
matter
wouldn't
because
think
it's
of
the thought.
Flowers.
She just don't
the
like
nice
y'all.
ones.
I
No, no,
wouldn't-
but
The
again,
price.
you're assuming that
Bullshit.
she likes you off rip. Most girls don't like most men.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I was
it's
gonna
not gonna
say,
work.
it depends on who it's coming from.
Yeah, like just like you first.
I-
Let me
like,
ask you this: have all of you been on a date before with a guy that you didn't really like that much, but you just were like, "Fuck it, I'll give it a chance"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. See, so
Mhm.
like, girls clearly go out on dates with guys that they don't like that. So me as a guy, I know that women are prone to do this because they like attention, free meals, whatever it may be. I'd be an idiot knowing how women really move in 2023 to spend money and get flowers and increase my investment to a girl that hasn't invested back in me. Just from a pragmatic standpoint. I get it. You're a hopeless romantic. But you're not the one spending the money. So you can say shit like that. But men are the ones that spend the money. We're the ones that spend the time. We're the ones that have to actually go there and attract you guys. And women tend to look at things typically like from a, like you're already attracted to the guy. But the reality is if I come and bring you flowers before anything else, I've not had you invest anything, you're not going to respect me, unfortunately.
If it worked, men would do it. Men
Yeah.
trying to do
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
works. If
Yeah.
it worked, they would do it.
If it worked, dudes would be out here buying
But
flowers.
sometimes it does, don't you think? Like, I feel like some girls go on a date with a guy where maybe they're not sure about him and they give it a chance, and then sometimes that chance turns into something that they actually really like.
Right.
And,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like,
but
that
you
ends
have
up
you have a
building
situation like
something
some
more, and,
girls,
like,
some
that's
women, and not
that's
all,
dating.
not even most. There are a few women that actually love flowers.
Yeah.
That may click for a woman like that. That type of gesture.
But you're assuming.
But most women can care less about flowers.
I
But
love,
they like the thought.
I love.
Well, so
I
here's a
agree, right?
question. Have
There's
you ever-
connections as well that are real, but to find that and the odds are not in your favor because for most
Yeah.
men they're gonna have to like prove themselves to her on some level, and it's gonna be like, okay, flowers. What's the angle here, nigga? Like, what you trying to get from me? It just depends, though. Sorry. Gotta.
She gotta answer that.
Yeah,
Someone
but-
want to say something? Oh, yeah.
I just feel like it just depend on the person. It just depend on the girl. Like, okay, y'all talking about buying flowers for a girl that don't really like y'all, whatever. I just feel like
Merch. Merch.
some girls, they just like you to be there. The flowers is just extra. Like, you know, some boys, they could talk to a girl, the boy don't even have to do nothing. They already in love with the boy. So it's like, it just depends on the type of girl. If the man is romantic and he want to do romantic gestures, that's gonna be a plus. But it just
Would you go out there and
depends.
buy flowers for a girl as a man in 2023, knowing that most girls don't receive flowers well?
If I like the girl, yeah.
Nah.
You would go and
If
spend the money
If I like, yeah. If I like the girl, yeah.
She's smiling. She lying.
No, I'm
on a
not.
first date. You don't know if you like her yet.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's
This
a
is a first
feedback.
date.
Okay, but
So
on
you'll
the
go
first
by.
last
So
round
you'll
of
go
date.
by. Let's say you got 10 dudes lined up for the next 10 days. You'll go buy 10 NBA 2K24s
No.
That's
as
not
a
the same
token of
price range,
huh?
But that's
not
not
the
what
same
I'm
price range,
saying.
Yes, it is. Flowers, what, 60, 40, 50, 60 bucks?
Yeah, man.
NBA 2K, it's the
Yeah.
same
That's how you know
price.
women are out of touch, man.
Yeah.
They were saying $5, $10, man.
What, for 1 rose?
The women don't buy flowers. That's how you know
let's
they don't
just say,
know.
I don't know, some $10. Would you
You
go
said-
spend that?
You said for 10 dudes lined up. I don't like all them 10 dudes. I might like 2. But not for
But
2.
that's-
I
But
might
would you
get
That's the
bring-
point, though.
Okay, so have any of you ever brought something of significance or something tangible to a date as an offering?
Yeah.
A first
On
date?
a first date.
Like-
First date?
First
A
date.
first date,
No.
not
Not on
after
no
he done hit
first
it and all
date.
that, and you attached. I'm
Not
talking
on-
about a first date.
Not on no first
No,
date.
I don't feel like it's the
I
girl's
have.
job to do that on the first date.
Because the guy approaches, you know, the
Yeah.
guy comes to me.
Right.
Dang, so selfish, man.
Why don't y'all have to do anything?
Because
Or why do y'all feel like you don't have to do anything but
because
show up?
they're the ones asking us on the date.
Wait, I have a really
Yeah.
good
I thought
question.
you like me.
right.
I
I
just
thought you
showed
like
up.
me.
I mean,
and
it's
then
a
on the
cultural
date,
thing.
I get to show
All right,
you.
what if I told you, hey, I
The
need you to make me a
second date,
sandwich on the first
maybe.
date? Would you do it?
No.
If I like him.
What
Hold
the-
on.
Wait, that's
Sandwiches,
wait, that's
if
what
I
you're
like it,
supposed to
yeah.
do.
I know.
You're supposed to make a sandwich.
Supposed
I'm
to do
supposed
it.
to make a sandwich?
Yeah.
You supposed
I
to
mean,
fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
You know,
clean
y'all
up my
talking
room
about
and
the first
organize
date?
my shit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Remember,
That's
like,
what
yeah,
you
since
On the
since
first
we're gonna be on
date,
gender
I think
roles.
that y'all are out of touch with reality. Y'all
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
all this on the
Yeah.
first
Oh,
date.
yeah. See,
Now we out of touch.
Putting
You
it
are
on,
out of touch. You talking about make somebody a sandwich on the first date and
I
fold
mean,
my clothes on the
that'll
first
be
date?
hot.
Wait,
That'd
So
be hot.
imagine
But
adding
if
flowers
y'all
to
talking
the
y'all want a
date.
maid.
It's the same thing, basically. As a man, you're supposed to be
You are
generous and a
comparing.
provider.
You're comparing oranges to apples.
oh, I
Okay,
have,
but the
Nah.
first date.
Hold on.
is
You
like,
talking about organizing a closet on
Hey,
the
don't
first
quit.
date?
I want to get back to that original question too, because I thought that was some. I don't like that was some bullshit. But go ahead. I just don't want.
You talking about organizing a closet on the first date versus, oh, I'm just gonna get some flowers on the first date. That's easy. Organizing the closet, you asking
That's
somebody
take
come to
5
your
minutes of your
house.
But
fucking
we're
time.
comparing
No,
roles,
Wait,
though.
you have
5
somebody
minutes
coming to
To
your
organize a
house.
closet.
That'll
or
take no
to-
5 minutes.
But we're comparing
That shit
gender
don't
roles,
take no
though.
time to do
we're
that.
just a
But that doesn't
comparison of
happen on
gender
the
roles.
first date.
You're
Okay,
looking at the
compare
actual
something to
example too
flowers.
much. I'm
Talking
just saying
about-
making a sandwich. I'm trying to be funny here.
Okay.
But the point is that you guys want us to be. They asked us
Come up
out.
and
I'm
be
the
a-
girl. Like I don't have to do
So,
anything.
like,
Yes, ma'am.
what-
Cool.
So y'all want
Then
the
make a
girls-
sandwich.
So
Can
Now,
I
what
ask
do
you
the
a
what do the
question?
woman have to
I
do?
mean, at the restaurant, you want me to clock
You
in
know,
and make
you
a
know what the
sandwich?
woman does. You know what the woman does.
Nothing.
The woman,
Gets ready.
Just show
the
up, show up.
woman.
So
Hold on,
funny.
wait.
Looks good for you.
The woman mirrors the man. Okay, he's showing me this. He doing this. He doing this. Okay, if I rock with him and I like him, I'm gonna do it back, or I might do even more because he's showing
That's
me
what women do,
appreciation
though.
first. That's what we supposed to do. Y'all making it seem like y'all want the women to do this and do that
No,
first.
we would like you to come in, provide value the same way that we do, but just
You're
do it in
providing
your way
value.
and not waiting for me to do something.
Okay,
And
you-
then if you do something, then I'm gonna do something. Because if
But-
that was the case, then
But it all goes back to you liked me first. I'm walking down the street. I'm going to the mall.
Minding my
I'm
business.
saying,
say
"Ooh,
something?
you look good. You want me first. I'm minding my business. So you already attracted to me before I'm attracted to you.
So why would you not want to go get me
That's
But
flowers?
it's
true.
reciprocity.
So-
Like if someone is giving you energy in one way, it has to come back to the other person in
Right.
another way.
Yeah. So it's like-
if your boyfriend or whatever is taking care of you or taking you to dinner and you can't make a sandwich for him, even if you're not the best sandwich maker, it's kind of messed up because even if you don't like doing it or whatever, you do it because it makes him happy.
Okay, but we're
No,
talking
no,
about
but for first
date.
time,
Sandwich.
for first encounter,
Perspective.
we're just saying, look, flowers, we get it. Some girls might like it, some girls might not like it. We're just saying, as a general rule here, for a guy, you come with flowers from the first encounter, it could be taken as bad or good. So to avoid that, we just come into it and we see from that point of view the value up front. But again, you're saying do it naturally. But we might get turned down. Why would we do that at all?
But
it,
wouldn't
it
that,
don't even make sense.
Yeah.
So you're
like-
doing it just out of fear. Oh, I'm not gonna do it because she might not like it.
No,
No,
it
no,
just
she has to
don't
earn
make
it.
sense.
No, no,
Like to-
she has to earn it, by the way.
Yeah.
I
It's
got a
just,
point.
like, like, for example, like if you earn the flowers, you actually appreciate it. If I just give it to you, oh, thanks, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
She have to earn the flowers.
Yeah.
What she got to do to earn?
I got
the
a
flowers?
question.
Oh,
Hold on,
see?
wait. What she
So-
got?
so first off-
what she got to do to earn the flowers?
First off, I need to know that it's real and genuine. Like you
First-
said, connection.
from the first date.
Hold on. It takes time,
Yeah,
of
from the
course.
first conversation.
But
That
when
like
you meet
it's-
somebody for the first time, you can tell off rip. All right, you know what? This person here, I can see has values. They're on some shit, and they're cool as hell. There's a vibe going on here,
And we'll do my
right?
closet.
From the first encounter, so you know from the very beginning. All right, this nigga weird. This nigga cool. All right, I'll fuck with him from the very beginning.
So you're saying they shouldn't expect that right off the bat?
I'm just saying it is earned, not just given. Because if you give it right away without any value behind it, it's kind of like, yo, like, all right, I get free shit from this nigga. Cool.
Let me ask you a question real fast. Would you say that you decline most guys that approach you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you decline most guys that approach you?
Just say yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I'm talking about, just so you ladies know, I'm talking about the weirdos that come to you up on the street. I'm talking about the guys at the club. I'm talking about the guys on Instagram that DM you. I'm talking about the guys that hit on you while you're walking down,
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The gym? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
well, we have to be
Okay. Yeah.
selective.
Fair. Awesome. You have to be selective, right? Just like you guys are selective, let me also let you guys know that I have to be selective as well because most women are useless hoes. Let me just be honest about it, okay? I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with y'all. Since most women are useless hoes that don't appreciate chivalry and don't appreciate gentlemen, I need to make sure that you're not a useless hoe. And I have to make sure that you're willing to add value and you're a good female before I give you any type of good treatment.
But just because I decline someone don't mean I would be like, oh, you're useless. Just because I'm not interested in talking to them, I'm not gonna put them into the category like, oh, you're useless. You're I wouldn't degrade.
Let me stop you real fast. Hold on.
If you come into any situation and you don't provide value, you useless.
Like just because I'm not interested in someone, or maybe I don't feel something with someone, or I don't want to talk to them, I would not put them in the category of they don't have value or say that they're useless. It's
Let me just stop you real fast. Hold on. Let me stop you real fast. Actually, when a woman declines a man, what she's effectively saying is your genes are not worthy to be replicated amongst me and continue a lineage. No, thank you. Hold on. Stop.
Says who?
Stop. When a girl declines a guy, she's effectively telling him, I don't feel like passing on your genes. That's what she's basically saying. So I would say a female rejection, at least I'm giving you a chance to show that you have some kind of value as a male. Women don't even give niggas a chance.
That's true.
Yep.
Source.
Too fat, too short.
Yeah.
Not good looking.
Yeah.
But that's
broke.
based on
Oh, his socks don't match. Women decline men for some dumb shit.
But y'all do the
shit.
same
And then you
thing.
guys have the
Men for
audacity
women.
to sit there and want me to give you the benefit of the doubt and
But
show
y'all
with
do-
flowers,
but y'all do the
knowing
same
that most of you girls are useless hoes? Hell no. That's bullshit. Because no, real talk. Because it's ridiculous to me. Hold on, stop. I find it ridiculous that women will sit there and reject 99% of men that come up to them. Not tall enough, doesn't make enough money, doesn't have no swag. I don't like his fucking the way his socks, his clothes don't match. He doesn't have drip. Any dumbass reason that women reject men, right?
Dumbass.
But then I come in and I say, you know what? Since most women are selective, but they don't necessarily bring the same value, and a lot of them are useless hoes, I'm gonna reserve the right to not be a gentleman off rip, so I don't get used and abused by these chicks. And you guys look at me like I'm an asshole, but you guys reject 99% of guys and basically tell them, nah, your gene pool ain't good enough, nigga. I'm good.
I can
Who's the
understand
real
your point
asshole
of view,
here?
though. I
Yeah.
can understand your point of view, but
Right?
that's what the
Here's the
talking
but.
stage is for, right? When you get to, you're gonna text for a few days, so you're gonna see how they're talking. Maybe get on the
Man.
phone. That's what that is for, to actually get
Y'all
to
don't
know
talk.
just a
Well,
little bit.
Text is just to set up dates in person, not to have a pen pal. But I get what you're saying. Talking stage, in-person dates, I can
No,
feel who you are.
I get that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you're still just having a conversation. You're still getting a feel of something.
So then why bring flowers off rip when I don't know if we can or not? See?
Because on
See?
them phone calls, on them text messages, you're vibing. If you're vibing, then
But we
you're
don't
gonna be
know.
fucking with it.
I could be-
How you don't
I
know if
could
you've
be-
been talking on the phone?
I could be
for
pretending
days?
on the phone. We meet in person, I'm weird as fuck. You don't know.
Personally, I don't think guys should be sitting there talking on the
Yeah,
phone with girls.
nah.
Like, just
Yeah.
meet her on a date in person versus like talking. I get it. In your situation, it's a safety perspective because you're met on Facebook.
Yeah.
But in general, that's not a very good way to like start conversation with women because they'll sit there and talk with you all day. And
Yeah.
from a male perspective, it's a whole other thing. But
Yeah.
I just find it interesting how like like why should I think guys should reject
were
most
you
women when it comes to being
Why you just can't
But
do
were
it?
you rejected? When you didn't DM me, but
rejected what?
no, I'm saying you say women decline most guys, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say you
Yeah.
DM me.
Me personally, okay.
I didn't. You DM me.
Uh-huh.
I'm texting you back.
No, you're not.
I ain't say that.
No,
But
Yo, man,
he
sick of Chris,
He
man.
DMs me. I respond.
Yeah.
Right. We're having a nice convo.
Yeah.
We FaceTime maybe a few times.
Yeah.
We're liking the vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what you doing? You want to go out to dinner? You want to do whatever? You're gonna get flowers because why? We've already been talking for a few days. You're feeling the vibe. That's not how that goes.
No.
No.
You ain't
Can
getting
I-
no
can I
flowers
say
till I
something
hit
about
that. I'm
that?
sorry.
Yeah, we don't advocate guys talk on the phone with a girl a bunch of times and shit like that before first date. But you wanted to say something,
Here's
and
Skipper
then
Stats, by the
I
way.
was
somebody
just gonna
else.
say it's one of those things. Like I think flowers should be reserved for someone that maybe like the third date and like you can actually see it going somewhere. But like unfortunately, guys do get used for a lot of first dates, and I actually do feel bad for guys. And I work primarily with men. I have a lot of guy friends because of where I work. And I can't tell you how many of them are like, I think she thought that was too much. Because a girl's, again, you're going on a date.
That's true.
You're going on a date, and
yeah.
like you said, you're trying to figure out if you like him.
Right.
And if he comes and bring flowers, for some girls, if you're like, I don't even know if I like you, it's like, oh, he's like looking for a girlfriend. It's a little too, like, have you ever been approached by a guy and you're like, this is too fast?
It was kind of different
But I would
situation with
never
me
judge
for
a
that.
But you already,
Yeah,
yes,
but-
but I'm
That
just
was
saying
kind of a
for
whole-
most guys that do approach women, it is one of those things like if a guy comes off a little too forward, you're naturally gonna push back because it is a lot soon.
Okay, so
And
then they got to reserve
anything,
for the
any
second.
niceness today
Yeah, second
is
or
like,
third. Second
Yeah.
or third, I think it's
Women don't appreciate chivalry like they did 50, 60,
don't.
70 years ago.
Society
It's
has
so sad.
changed. Like
Definitely.
that came to mind because like back in the 50s and 60s, he would like show up to your front doorstep, knock on the door with flowers, put your jacket on, put you in the car. But now it's like, okay, with let's say all these like dating apps, it's like you don't know who's on there for what. It's like not you it's not like you met Sally at church, you know, in your hometown and there's only a couple hot girls.
Yeah.
So you're going to pick Sally, you know, and give Sally the flowers, and Sally doesn't have like, you know, your options are more limited, so you have a higher chance of success in pulling Sally in and, you know, making her your wife or whatever. So I think
Yeah.
also society, being in a big city, also Miami, dating is probably horrible. Thank God I'm not in that situation now. I don't know, big city, New York, Milan, it's a mess because there's a lot of people, a lot of demand, and people aren't getting what they want.
I mean, for you.
And they're being picky.
This is simple, man. A guy and a girl meet. There's a battle going on. It sounds crazy, but it's a battle.
Yeah.
They're trying to see what they can get for at least amount of like upfront value. And
That's
off rip,
sad.
I know it's sad, but it's
It's sad.
reality. So what's happening here is that like when I bring the flowers up front, I'm giving my power away right away.
Yeah.
Versus we talk, we connect, we vibe, we actually have a connection where we speak one-on-one. There's no type of like value up front. I can see real time, all right, what's her about? What's her mindset like? What's she about? Is she cool? Then from there, she earns the right to say, you know what, damn, she's worth it. I'm going to invest in her as well. And vice versa. So it makes sense.
Let me ask real
I
quick.
agree.
Do you think chivalry is dead?
no.
Okay.
That's the problem.
All right. What do you think chivalry is dead?
You said women don't appreciate chivalry like they did 60 or 70 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's dead?
What are you talking about? Like,
I'm
were
asking
you
you.
alive 60 or 70 years ago? Like,
Just
what do
answer
you
the
we
question.
got
mean?
grandparents and uncles.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
aunts.
yeah.
They can tell us, bro.
What
No,
the hell?
let's
Hey,
talk
grandson,
about,
this
is
is
it
what back in my
okay?
day.
Like,
They're
what-
basing it off movies.
Yeah,
that
like,
they
what do you
saw.
mean women
No, I
don't
mean-
appreciate
We
chivalry?
have
like,
uncles
they-
and
Yeah, we have like
granddad told me.
relatives.
I mean, like, things are for sure different, and like, I think, yeah, like, things are hard for everybody, but like, people saying they don't appreciate chivalry.
think
like,
chivalry
they
is
did
dead?
60
Yes or no?
70.
Hold on. You do
No.
OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
Your fans themselves. Would you ever date any of them?
Sure. Absolutely.
That's
Stop
cap.
lying.
Keep it 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000.
So why you not doing
Yeah,
it?
why not do that right now?
I'm so like non-judgmental. Like my shit is not.
Stop the cap.
I'm like based on if I like somebody and we have a spark and I understand you and all
Notice you
that.
said if you have a spark. If
Yeah.
you do have a spark.
I would so.
But
I
that's
would
not
date
common,
any
though.
of my exactly.
Have-
yeah,
have they-
like
have they-
that's
have
why
any of them
dating
shot their
is
shot?
special to me.
So why you
know?
single then?
I'm like,
Bruh, you cat, man. Come on.
maybe I lied. Maybe I'm not single.
All right, man. We can move on.
Do you think chivalry is? Question. I don't even know how you got into that.
10 hours later.
You think chivalry is dead? Yes or no?
20 hours later.
Can you please answer the question?
Blue screen.
Bro,
Okay.
Yo.
Grace, answer the question.
Me, I already did. We could.
No, you didn't.
I
No,
swear
she
they
just
don't want me to
said-
talk
she
anymore.
said
No,
no.
like
I'm literally asking you. Do you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
chivalry is dead? Yes or no?
yes or no?
We want
That's
to hear
it.
you.
I first thought it was you.
No, I'm asking you.
Sorry, I didn't
No.
know. Do I think chivalrous dead? No.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be chivalrous to you right now. What's up?
Awesome.
No.
So your first date, you better come up with flowers.
I'm
For that
down.
man.
I'm super down.
Okay, cool. I'll hold you to it. Tell me, okay?
Okay.
Now, who
You
brought
think
him, man?
chivalry is dead?
It's rare.
You think it's rare? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I
on life
appreciate
support,
chivalry,
then?
but it's on life support.
But be honest. What if you don't like the guy?
What's the honesty? Sorry.
So the question is, first date, you're like, you know what? Let me feel this guy out.
Mhm.
Comes with flowers. You don't like him like that.
Oh.
Be honest.
that's L.
Keep it
Well-
keep it real.
No, I would appreciate the flowers. I would just tell them that I'm not interested afterwards,
Alright.
but I appreciate the date. I'm lucky if a guy pays for a date. The Bay is rough. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
super
This-
woke.
There's some people that come up and try to drink your drink because they don't want to buy their own.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Shout out to California.
That's crazy, bro.
Shout out to San
Hey,
Francisco.
y'all want equality.
What
There you
about
go.
shit in the streets and everything? Newsom fucked y'all up.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you think chivalry is dead?
No.
Okay.
Because my fans.
I love my fans.
I know you
Yeah.
do.
Have you ever dated a fan?
Multiple, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are they now? Gone.
Well, my ex was a fan.
Really?
That's your ex.
Yes.
Wait,
Wait.
hold on.
So he was paying you.
Hold on. So he's paying you OnlyFans first, and then you went out with him?
Well, I met him in person. I didn't know.
Man,
he
she
was a
capping to
fan.
sell a dream to her fans.
No,
man.
be quiet. You don't know me. So. No, he was a fan, and even after we broke up, he was still a fan. So.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Did he show you his actual account, or he just say I'm a
Yeah.
fan? He did?
Yeah, he was liking my stuff and all that stuff.
Is he still supportive?
Rules, bro.
That shit was recurring, man.
Holy.
What about you?
They can't believe it, but it happened.
No, I don't. Yeah.
I think I agree with her. I think it's just rare.
Rare life support. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What about you? Do you think chivalry is dead?
No.
No. Okay. What about you?
In my opinion, no, it's not dead for the women who are deserving of it and who like give off that like
But
energy.
do most women deserve chivalry?
No.
In Miami, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
She's smart with answers, man. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Okay, we got some ratings here.